A billionaire suddenly died of a heart attack. The distribution of his estate was even more baffling. His uneducated son received $200 million. His wife inherited the real estate, stocks, and yacht. The remaining money was donated to charity. Only his obedient daughter received a dilapidated cellar. Although Amy felt she had been treated unfairly, she had no choice but to accept reality. The lawyer handed Amy a yellow package and said it must contain the answer she was seeking. Amy opened the package and found a key and a USB drive inside. The USB drive contained a video recorded by her father. In the video, he detailed the location of the cellar and instructed his daughter to keep the secret at all costs. Amy listened with great curiosity. What secret could a dilapidated cellar hold? Could it possibly contain treasure? To find out what her father meant, she sneaked to the back mountain and followed the route her father described, successfully locating the cellar in the forest. Amy then used the key to open the cellar and immediately crawled inside. Fortunately, the cellar was equipped with a power system. Until she approached a secret room, Amy was horrified to discover that a frail old man was being held captive there. Could this be the treasure her father had left her? After returning home, she wanted to call the police, but remembering her father's request to keep it a secret, she ultimately abandoned the idea. That night, Amy returned to the cellar, but this time she wore a mask. But the old man knew everything about her. He also knew that her father was dead, which was why Amy had come to find him. Amy was shocked to hear this. She asked the old man who he was and why he was being held there. It turned out that when John was young, he and Amy's father were friends. However, an accident had caused them to drift apart. One night, they had accidentally killed an innocent pedestrian. At the time, John wanted to call the police, but Amy's father stopped him. If the police found out, they would definitely go to jail. After discussing it, they decided to cover it up. So they put the body in the trunk of the car and found a forest to bury it. However, the billionaire wanted to prevent him from revealing the secret. He then imprisoned him in the cellar. John told Amy that her father was actually a bad man, but Amy didn't believe him. Besides, her father was already dead. No matter how much John slandered him, it was useless. However, what he said next caused Amy to break down. The reason Amy didn't get any inheritance was because her father had a mistress. The inheritance must have all gone to that woman. Amy was furious after hearing this. She couldn't believe her father would betray his family. John didn't explain further, only giving her an address. To prove her father's innocence, Amy approached her mother for a tentative inquiry, but her mother said her father had never wronged them. Later, Amy followed the address John provided and found the woman he mentioned. After repeated confirmations, the woman was indeed the Sophia John had spoken of. At this point, the woman could no longer hide the truth. She openly admitted her relationship with her father. However, Sophia was not a bad woman. She had her own life and a son. Although Amy found it hard to accept, she had no choice but to return to the cellar. John begged Amy to let him go, but Amy hesitated. John promised that if she let him go, no one would ever know about her father's secret. In the end, the kind-hearted Amy agreed. She gave John a new set of clothes and handed him $3 million in cash. Then she took John to the airport, intending to send him abroad on a private jet. Meanwhile, her mother discovered the documents on the table. She confronted her daughter about why she was investigating John, saying that John was a despicable criminal. Amy sensed that something was terribly wrong.